statue of Thutmose I. This large statue, placed on a plinth about 25 centimeters high, depicts the pharaoh Thutmose I, who lived around 1480 BCE. The statue is 180 centimeters tall, 55 centimeters wide, and 110 centimeters in depth. It is made from a block of granodiorite, a stone that is very hard to carve. In this particular case, the stone also contains white spots that make the surface even more unique. Thutmose I is seated on a block-shaped throne with a low backrest. The throne is decorated on both sides with the symbol of Egyptian kingship, the Sematawi. It is formed by the entwining long stems of the lotus and papyrus plants, symbols of Upper and Lower Egypt. This symbol represented the union of the two lands, north and south, in other words, the entire country. There's also an extra feature. The right side of the throne bears an inscription written in modern letters, engraved directly onto the stone in 1818 by Jean-Jacques Riffaut. He was one of the men working for Bernardino Drovetti involved in the search for artifacts. Returning to the front of the statue and starting at the bottom, you will notice the fine artisanship of the king's feet, carved in every detail. Moving upwards, you will discover a bull's tail in the area between the pharaoh's two muscular calves. This is another symbol highlighting the strength and prestige of this ruler. This kind of tail was called Ka-Neket and means strong bull. Near the king's knees and covering his lap is the typical pleated kilt known as shendit. A thin belt holds it at the waist, and in the center of the belt is a cartouche carved with the name of Thutmose I. The pharaoh's torso is bare. His arms fall along his sides, and his forearms are resting on his thighs. In his right hand, which is formed into a fist, he holds a type of folded cloth, while his other hand is placed flat on his thigh. The statue's face shows the typical stylistic features of this period: full cheeks, fleshy lips, slightly upturned at the corners, a thin nose, almond-shaped eyes with a long line of makeup extending towards the temples, and large ears. His head is covered by the Nemes headdress, a striped headcloth with two flaps that fall down onto the shoulders and chest, and the third flap tied behind the neck. The ureus cobra on the king's forehead, which is a symbolic element to protect him against danger and enemies, is exceptionally well preserved and completes the characteristic image of the pharaoh. Thutmose I was one of the first rulers of the 18th dynasty and was known for his military campaigns towards the south and east of the country.